Over the years, we've witnessed some truly intense rivalries in sports. Whether it's been Joe Frazier versus Muhammad Ali in boxing, Roger Federer versus Rafael Nadal in tennis, or even Kobe Bryant versus Shaquille O'Neal in basketball. We've seen countless iconic matchups that have sparked debates, filled stadiums, and kept fans on the edge of their seats. But there's one rivalry that stands out above the rest, and that's the ongoing battle between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. This rivalry has shaped the world of football for nearly 2 decades, and it's safe to say that it's become the greatest rivalry in sports history. But how did it even begin? Was it when Ronaldo made his move to Spain and they started playing in the same league? Not quite. In fact, their rivalry started before that, long before they even shared a league. So today, let's take a look back at the match that truly launched this legendary rivalry and understand why it's remained so fierce for so many years. Only here on Sports Frenzy TV. First, let's rewind to the early 2000s. The football world was dominated by a number of big names: Ronaldinho, Thierry Henry, Zinedine Zidane, Luis Figo, and David Beckham were among the best, entertaining fans with their skill, creativity, and flair. But in the midst of all this, 2 young players were risking quickly. Their names were Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, and though they were still relatively unknown in 2004 and 2005, they were already showing signs of greatness. In 2004, Cristiano Ronaldo made an impression at Euro 2004, scoring 2 goals and helping Portugal reach the final of a major tournament for the first time in their history. Meanwhile, Messi was showing his talent at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in 2005, where he helped Argentina win the trophy. Both of them were emerging as players to watch, and it was clear that they were destined for greatness. Now let's fast forward to 2008. Both Messi and Ronaldo were playing for 2 of the biggest clubs in the world, Messi for Barcelona and Ronaldo for Manchester United. By this point, they had both become crucial players for their teams. Messi, wearing the iconic number 10 shirt, and Ronaldo with the coveted number 7, were already starting to define their team's fortunes. But despite their individual success, it wasn't the first time they had met on the pitch. The year before, they had faced off in the semi-final of the Champions League. That match was a hard-fought contest, and while Manchester United ultimately came out on top, it was more of a prelude to what was coming next. The real showdown would come the following season when these 2 clubs met again in the 2009 Champions League final. By this point, both teams had proven themselves to be the best in Europe. Barcelona had dominated their group, knocking out Lyon, Bayern Munich, and Chelsea along the way. Meanwhile, Manchester United had overcome the likes of Inter Milan, Porto, and Arsenal. To many, the 2009 final was a battle between the 2 best teams in Europe. Both clubs had just been crowned champions of their respective leagues and had won 2 of the last 3 Champions League titles. But more than that, this match was about the 2 players who were not just the future of European football, but the future of football worldwide. At that point, Ronaldo had already won the Ballon d'Or, while Messi had finished in the top 3 in the previous 2 years and was on track to win his first one that year. That rivalry between them was already heating up, and going into the final, Messi was the top scorer in the tournament. He was hungry to dethrone Ronaldo as the best player in the world, and he was ready to prove that he could do it on the biggest stage. But the game didn't start the way Messi and Barcelona had hoped. From the very first whistle, Manchester United put pressure on Barcelona. Just 10 seconds into the match, goalkeeper Victor Valdez was forced to concede a throw-in. A minute later, Yaya Toure fouled Ronaldo, giving the Portuguese forward a free kick. Ronaldo took the shot, and though Valdez saved it, he spilled the ball. Fortunately for Barcelona, Gerard Piqué was there to clear the danger. The first 10 minutes of the game were dominated by Ronaldo. He took 2 shots, one from around 40 yards out and another from inside the 18-yard box. It looked like it might be a long night for Barcelona, but just when things seemed bleak for them, Samuel Eto'o stepped up and changed the course of the match. After a quick exchange between Andres Iniesta and Messi, the ball found its way to Eto'o, who cut inside and slotted it into the net, giving Barcelona the lead against the run of play. Manchester United tried to bounce back quickly, but Barcelona's defense stood firm. At one point, Ronaldo was fouled by Piqué, who received a yellow card. Ryan Giggs took the ensuing free kick, but his shot went over the bar. Ronaldo was giving it his all, trying to carry his team back into the game. He fired shots from all angles, launched headers from corners, and dribbled his way through Barcelona's defense, but nothing seemed to go in. Meanwhile, Messi was quietly observing all of this. He saw the intensity with which Ronaldo was playing and decided it was time to respond. He had a great chance to double Barcelona's lead with a shot from 35 yards out, but his effort was just wide of the target. A few minutes later, Messi went on a brilliant run that took three Manchester United players, Nemanja Vidic, Michael Carrick, and Wayne Rooney, to stop him from getting into the box. It was clear to everyone that both of these players were playing the game of their lives. Despite Manchester United's best efforts, Barcelona continued to control the game. 3 minutes into the second half, Thierry Henry nearly extended Barcelona's lead, but Edwin van der Sar made a crucial save. Moments later, Messi found himself in the box, looking for a penalty after being brought down, but the referee waved it off. Then, a couple of minutes later, Iniesta was fouled at the edge of the box, and Barcelona was awarded a free kick. Xavi took the shot, bending it around the wall, but it hit the woodwork. Manchester United kept pressing, with Ronaldo at the heart of their attacks. He continued to be a threat, but Barcelona's defense was too solid. Then, against the run of play, Barcelona struck again. Xavi delivered a perfect cross into the box, and somehow it was Messi, the smallest player on the field, who jumped highest to score Barcelona's second goal in the 70th minute. Messi's boot came off as he scored, and in a moment of pure joy, he picked it up and kissed it as he ran away to celebrate. That goal, which was his first ever against an English club, gave Barcelona a commanding 2-0 lead. Ronaldo wasn't giving up though. He kept fighting, even getting involved in a few tackles with Barcelona's right back, Carles Puyol. This fiery exchange eventually earned him a yellow card. Manchester United continued to make desperate attempts to get back into the game, but as the minutes ticked by, their chances grew slimmer. By the time the final whistle blew, the score was still 2-0, and Messi had won this individual battle. He was named the man of the match, finishing as the tournament's top scorer, and helped Barcelona secure a historic treble that season. That night marked the beginning of Messi's reign as the world's best player, as he went on to win his first Ballon d'Or, with Ronaldo finishing as the runner-up. Ronaldo had an impressive game himself, taking 6 shots, double what Messi attempted, but it was Messi's impact on the match that stood out. Beyond the stats, this game solidified the rivalry, and it was clear to the world that these two were the new faces of football. But the story didn't end there. That summer, Ronaldo made a move that changed the football world forever. He joined Real Madrid for a record-breaking transfer fee. While no one knows for sure if that decision was influenced by the 2009 final, it undoubtedly added fuel to the already heated rivalry. The move ensured that Messi and Ronaldo would meet at least twice every season, and sometimes more, in the intense El Clasico matchups between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Over the years, their rivalry has only grown. They've met in Copa del Rey finals, Spanish Super Cups, and even Champions League semifinals. But one thing has remained constant: their individual brilliance. Fans everywhere will always hold the 2009 Champions League final close to their hearts. That game wasn't just about football. It was about the clash of two of the greatest players of all time, and it was the match that set the stage for the greatest rivalry in sports history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth sports stories. Catch you next time!